Well, what caused the difficulties is I had a pretty booming business that we sold in January of '03. And after working 60, 70, 80 hours a week and then selling your business and you've got like nothing to do, I actually kind of went into a little bit of a depression and really didn't care a whole lot about much of anything. And we had gone through a lot of the money that we got from selling the business and just incurred additional credit card debt, and towards the end we're sort of living off the credit cards. Um, what made me want to see Mike was I didn't know Mike at all. I was actually looking through the yellow pages, and he had a big full page ad, and he looked like a pretty decent guy, and the things that the ad said, kind of rung true, and he seemed like somebody that knew what he was doing and could actually help instead of like a lot of people, you pay them so many thousands of dollars and they tell you what you want to hear, but in the end they ultimately don't really do a whole lot for you. And when I talked with Mike, he was very, I called him up, he set an appointment, and he was very concise and clear on what he was going to do. He asked a lot of questions. He was very understanding, and he said, "Yeah, I can help you," and sort of laid out a plan of attack, so to speak, and basically followed through with it step by step. And I mean, Mike is very good at what he does. He knows the ins and outs of the credit card business. He's obviously been doing it for a long time, and he was able to come in and immediately get the ball rolling, contact the creditors, make the necessary arrangements, and he followed through with basically everything he did. So he's very knowledgeable, and um, right away, in some of the cases, he said, "Well, it may take 6 or 8 months before we finally start getting these settled." And I think the first call I got from him was within 3 or 4 weeks, saying he had one or two settlements arranged already. And those settlements were very surprising. I mean, one credit card was about $7,000 that we settled for about 1,500. So I was extremely happy, and Mike had the plan laid out to take care of the debt and settle it, and he had the plan to reestablish our credit, get everything back on track. So I was real happy about that. Well, working with Mike has just helped a lot because he's finally somebody that does what he says he's going to do and doesn't just tell you what you want to hear. So he got results for us, and it's just made things a lot nicer because we don't have that stress and pressure of, oh my gosh, how are we going to pay for these? How are we going to take care of this debt? Knowing that making minimum payments, you're going to be paying on them for 20 or 30 years. It just wasn't within the realm of a possibility, and our financial situation has changed and improved because it's freed me up to venture into some other businesses that have done pretty well and are doing well, whereas prior to that I was so consumed by the worry of the bills and the stress and dealing with that it was hard for me to think about doing anything else. What I would tell people that have similar problems, or maybe in some cases worse problems, is that don't let fear cripple you. A lot of times people get themselves into such a situation and they're so afraid and it seems so hopeless that they don't do anything. And by not doing anything, the situation just gets worse, and ultimately you wind up in a situation where you lose a lot of control, or you lose a lot of the rights that you may have had if you would have acted sooner. So definitely don't let the fear and worry cripple you. Take action. Call Mike. Tell him your problem. Let him figure a solution for you. It's a lot better than just sitting and living in fear every day wondering what's going to happen.